Hi guys, welcome back to another episode. In this episode, we're going to be talking about how to take your Instagram page following to 10,000 followers within a year. So guys, this is going to be very different to your usual Instagram growth videos that you see on YouTube. It's not going to be, right, you need to use this specific sound on an Instagram reel with this amount of copy at this length with this clip that's going to make your page go super viral. This isn't what this video is about. And this video isn't for, people that just want to get to 10,000 followers so they have 10,000 followers. Like, that's not what it is. Like, I could easily make that video in attempt to make this video go viral because those type of videos do go viral, but this isn't. This is for people that genuinely want to build a big audience on Instagram that you're going to be able to monetize in the future by selling your product, your service, your consultancy business, or more importantly, your SMMA services. And the reason why I want to make this video is because it can be super lucrative. Having a strong personal brand can not only make you money up front by monetizing the following with a particular product, but also on the back end where it provides you with a serious amount of social proof. When you go to offer social media marketing for a business and they look at you and see you've got 15,000 followers, 10,000 followers, they do kind of think, well, shit, he is kind of living and breathing what he's saying because, you know, he's got a lot of followers and he's got a lot of engagement and he's obviously got a successful business. Like, it is a form of social proof. And some of the annoying things and bizarre things that I see and the way people try and sell through Instagram is they'll message me saying, Harry, I can get you to 10,000 followers within a year. Look at their page and they've got 300 followers and 8 likes on a post. Or they'll message me saying, Harry, I can get you verified when their page isn't verified. Like, there's loads of these different contradictions that people do when they're doing outreach, especially on Instagram, that could be helped if you had that social proof yourself. So in this video, I'm going to tell you the kind of methods that I stuck to get to 10,000 followers within a year, because I started last year, 2022, with 600 followers and ended with 13,000 followers. So I'm living proof that this strategy does work. However, before we get into what does work, I'm going to tell you what doesn't work and what you should definitely not do. And that number one thing of what not to do is buy followers. Like, buying followers, buying likes, buying engagement is a complete waste of time. It makes no difference to your business. Yes, it will give you a tiny bit of social proof where people will look at you and go, oh yeah, he's got 10,000 followers. However, you're not going to be able to post for the next year because every time you do post, it's going to get no engagement unless you keep buying engagement, which is going to be the most expensive form of nothingness that you're ever going to do on Instagram. So do not buy followers. They're not going to be targeted people. They're not going to be people you can monetize. They're not going to be people that care about what you're talking about. They're not going to be people that are going to grow your community. It's just nothingness. It's just going to be a number. Whereas the strategies I'm going to go through in this video, strategies that are going to allow you to build a strong customer base. If you're watching this video on behalf of a client because they want Instagram growth, then by producing content like this and by following the strategies that I'm going to talk about in this video, you're going to build them a strong audience. You're going to build them a strong following of people that have the problems that their products and services are a solution for. For example, a dentist. If you're working with a dentist and they want to hit 10,000 followers, following these strategies and building an audience of people that are looking for Invisalign, dental implants, or whatever it is, are going to be so much more crucial than people that aren't in their location and never going to be a customer of theirs, and it's just a number. So that's one of the massive misconceptions that I want to rule out completely before I go into this. So step one of how to grow a strong Instagram following of 10,000 people within a year, it is post valuable content. So you've got to be producing content in one of the three categories of educational, entertaining, or inspiring. So you've got to hit one of those three things with every single thing you post. Whether it's a dental practice, educate them on dental implants, educate them on Invisalign, educate them if you're working with a landscaper, educate them on the common mistakes people make when they're getting a new driveway, or the common mistakes that cowboy builders make and how to spot them. Like, all of these things are going to lure people in that are interested in your services to click the follow button and then potentially down the line become a customer. So hit one of those. If you can't do educational, do inspiring. Talk about the story. If it's an online coach, talk about the story of how they went from nothing to something with the solution being their product. If it fits that niche and you can be entertaining along with those other two categories, then do it. But just make sure your content hits one of those three categories. Otherwise, your content's just going to go way under the rug. If you're a social media marketing agency, which a lot of the people watching this videos are, and you're producing content that says, I'm a social media marketer, these are the services I offer, click the link below to book in a consultation with me. That's never going to go viral. No one's ever going to follow you. No one's ever going to click your link because you've not given them any reason to. You've not built any kind of rapport on your page. So just don't do any of that. I would actually advise for the first 6 months of producing content, don't put any call to actions in your posts. Have the call to action in your bio 100%, but don't be producing out and out call to action posts when you're trying to build a following, because no one's going to follow someone if all you're going to do is constantly sell to them. Like no one's that's like following a page that constantly produces adverts. Like when you look at my Instagram page, I didn't do a single call to action post, and I still haven't done a single call to action post on my feed, and I've got 14,000 followers. Not once have I pushed the academy. Once have I pushed my consultancy services. On my stories is a different ballpark. But on my actual feed, all that is value. Go on my Instagram now. You'll see a catalog of like 400. I don't know how many posts there are. Like 400 posts of pure education and asking nothing from you. So that's the kind of attitude that you need to take with your content. It's the long game. Be there for the community, give the community what you know they want, which is value, education, inspiring content, no matter what the industry. Number 2 is being consistent. And this is probably, it's up there with one of the most important things about growing any social media platform. You have to be consistent. You've got to think, put yourself in the social media platform shoes. What do Facebook want? What do Instagram want? What do YouTube want? What does TikTok want? What do they want? They want people staying on the platform. So they're going to reward people that keep other people on the platform consuming content and consuming ads, because that's their whole aim. The more people that are active on the platform, the more ads they can show to those people, which the more money they make. And the only way they're going to keep people on the platform is by rewarding content creators that produces content. So if you come along and you post every single day on YouTube, you post like we do, you're going to post every single day on Instagram, post every single day on Facebook, or you post 4 times a week on Facebook, 4 times a week on Instagram. You're then showing Instagram, right, allocate me that space. I'm going to guarantee to you, I'm going to post every single week, 4 times a week. I'm going to build this much engagement. Loads of people are going to comment on it. And I'm going to keep people on the platform because they're going to come back to see my post, and you're building a community. That's going to be rewarded from Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and YouTube with reach, therefore more followers, more engagement, more people eyes on your platform, in comparison to someone who posts once every month, once, bit here, bit there, don't really have structure to it. You're not building yourself into the algorithm when you're going to be posting. They're not going to push you over someone who posts all the time, because they're the ones keeping them on the platform the best. They're going to reward them with the prize of posting content, which is reach, engagement, followers, and interactions. So that's kind of how you need to look at it. Make sure the content's valuable, and make sure you're posting consistently the same time, on the same days each week, so that they can rely on you to keep people on the platform. Number 3, which a lot of people miss out, is you're building a community here. The more interactions you have with different people on the platforms, like I say, keeping people on the platform, the more you're going to get rewarded by these social media platforms. So if you get 10 comments on a post and you reply to every single one, generating a conversation, Facebook and Instagram, their algorithms behind it, the AI behind the platforms are going to think, right, he's a real person. He's not someone who set up a social media page, scheduled 4 months of content, and then never comes on the platform to engage. Facebook and Instagram don't want that. If everyone operated their social pages like that, then everyone would upload their content at the beginning of the month, and then they'd have no users on the platform for the rest of the month. This isn't to say scheduling platforms don't work. They do. They don't hinder your page. However, that's fine to do it, but you still need to be on there engaging with your audience. Otherwise, they are going to think, right, you're just on there to post content, take from the platform and not give anything back. Whereas someone comes along and they reply to every comment, they reply to every DM, they build relationships, they get the same people commenting on the posts every day, building a community. They're going to see you as a real business, a real person. And like I say, they're going to reward you with the rewards that social media platform give you, which is engagement, reach, community, and more followers. Number 3 is you do need to have an element of strategy. You do need to almost tick off lots of boxes with different types of content, especially if you're using these strategies to grow an e-commerce brand's page. Say you're working with a clothing brand, or say you're working with a supplement brand. It's not going to be sufficient enough for you to post the same content. You're going to have to post testimonial content. You're going to have to post educational content. You're going to have to post nice photography content, call to action content, loads of different types of content to keep it interesting. Because if you work with a supplement brand or an e-commerce brand and all you post is kind of ad style posts, as if every post was an ad, like here's a t-shirt, buy it now, here's a t-shirt, buy it now, or here's a supplement, buy it now, that's going to get very boring very quickly, and that's not going to grow the audience. You need to have your audience at the front of your mind when you're producing all of your content, thinking, well, are people going to want to see this all the time? No, like drip in your call to actions, do it discreetly, because the ads is where you're going to pick up the sales. You can target in your lookalike audiences, you know, that you're following on Instagram, you're following on YouTube, all of that stuff. That's when you can pull the trigger, and there's times for the call to action. But to get people to follow and grow that community, you're not going to want to be selling them to all the time. So educate them on the products and services. If you're selling a supplement that has, I don't know, magnesium in it for whatever magnesium does, educate your audience on it. Say, like, did you know these 4 hidden benefits of magnesium? Oh, guess what? Our supplement contains it. Like, all of these things. And then the next post, you can say, right, here's a testimonial from Susie who's taken our supplement for the past year and have got the XYZ results. Like, showing the product in different ways that aren't necessarily always a call to action is so crucial. And not only that, not only talking about different parts of the product, like talking about testimonials, talking about call to actions, talking about, you know, demonstrating the product and how it works, you also need to show each of those in different ways. Static posts, carousel posts, story posts, TikToks, user-generated TikToks, all different types of content you need to be churning out so that people aren't just seeing the same thing. People don't want to just see a static image of a t-shirt. Static image of a t-shirt. Oh, guess what? Tomorrow it's a static image of a t-shirt. Like, flip that on its head. How about get a customer that's recently bought the product, pay them some money to vlog the parcel coming in the post, them doing a try on haul or a supplement coming in the post and vlogging how the packaging opens up. Oh, you get a postcard in it. This is the experience I've got. These are the results I've got. And then run that as an ad, run that as some organic content. That's where your social pages are going to take off. You've got to be different, which is moving into point 4. Is you can't just produce the same content. Like, if you're, I use the example of a social media marketing agency all the time, and when the first post, if you start a social media marketing agency, if you look at a beginner's SMMA Instagram, it will be a Canva post, very similar to what you do on Canva. So if you went on Canva and typed in consultancy post, they'd do it, add their logo, they'd be like, right, looking into social media marketing, the benefits of having a social media marketing agency. Like, we offer Facebook ads, email marketing, sales funnels. Click the link below, message me, start to get going or to book a consultation. No one's ever going to do that. Like I said earlier, no one's ever going to do that. It's the same shit that everyone else does. Think of unique ways to do it. Get your face on camera, do a TikTok, talk about, I don't know, the lookalike audience you've just ran that's really successful, or a testimonial from a client, whatever it is. You've got to make yourself stand out. No one wants to see the same boring Canva images that every fucker uses. And finally, double down on what's working. Do your research, like analyze the stuff that you're doing. Like, if you post 50 TikToks, analyze which of those TikToks are working. Say you post, like I say, 50 TikToks. Right, 2 of them that have gone the most viral are of the same style video. It's me doing a kind of interview style, you know, where it looks like you're doing an interview with yourself. You're like, oh, Harry, I've just done this new Facebook ad strategy that's got this results. And then it cuts to them on the other side saying, oh, really? What is that strategy? If you make 50 TikToks and the ones that go viral are that, then produce more of that type of content. Like, analyze the market, not only of stuff that you're doing, look at other creators of what's going viral on their platforms or their pages, and then try and replicate that same style of content and double down on it. And I made this mistake when my Instagram page first went viral after posting for like 6 months, very steady growth. It suddenly took off in November a year ago. And you can see it on my page that engagement went massive. And if you want to check out my page, it'll be a link in the description. Check out the type of content that I posted. It went viral massively. And the mistake I made is I didn't double down on it. I kind of rested on my laurels. So I like the engagement spiked, my followers were spiking. I was gaining like 300 followers a day through this strategy and through some other strategies that we include in the academy. And it took off. And what I did, I took my foot off the gas and kind of thought, oh yeah, I'm getting 300 followers a day, and I've not posted for a week. Now's a good time to take a week off of posting every day, because it is tough to post every single day with a new idea. And I took my foot off the gas, and eventually it started to die down, and then I had to rebuild the momentum. So Instagram, in my opinion, and on all social medias, it's about momentum, keeping the ball rolling. And once you start to see traction, if you take your foot off the gas, then that momentum is going to die down, and you're going to have to build it up again. So just double down and keep going on what's working, analyze the playing field, watch out for viral trends, and yeah, and just keep going. That video is kind of a bit different. Hopefully you're not disappointed in that video, guys, because I didn't want it to be super clickbaity, but these are the strategies that I literally did implement to get to 10,000 followers in a year. I kind of wanted to set the record straight on a lot of videos that people produce with the ulterior motive of selling a particular platform that helped them get there, or a particular hashtag strategy that they sell in a low ticket course. Like, you don't need any of that shit. Yes, you need to understand how hashtags work. Yes, you need to understand, you know, viral trends and reels and you know, a multi-platform strategy for your content, but don't overcomplicate it. The complicated stuff's the paid ads, you know, generating loads of sales, but the actual content, don't overthink it. Follow everything I've just said in that video. Make sure you're using user-generated content, not boring content, posting every day, and you will get there. You've just got to stay consistent. Consistency is the same thing with sales, the same thing with growing your SMA, it's the same thing with growth on Instagram. Stay consistent, make sure your content's good, different, compelling, and you hit those 3 categories, and you will get there. But like I say, check out my Instagram, Harry_SMMA. Look at the content, type of content I was posting. If you've got any questions at all on this video, drop me a message. If you want me to look over some content you're posting and give you some feedback, I'm more than happy to. Please, please, please make sure you subscribe, guys, because there's a lot of you that are watching every single week and aren't subscribing. Our previous video was on alternative ways to get your client an ROI other than bringing in sales and leads. Super useful video, especially if you're not getting a client results. And yeah, hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see you tomorrow at 9 AM.